care about me right now. It's her.
I can't. Get out.
To a treatment center to address taking antidepressants and drinking.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 9, Reunion Part 1. And I want to first give a shout out to Dr. Wendy. I feel like she was slighted. I feel like, I said it before in the beginning of the season, I felt like she was going to look dumb with the friendships that she made, i.e. with Karen. And I feel like with Giselle, but we'll see how that transpires. But I also want to give a shout out to Stacey. I feel like Stacey really, she's settling well in her seat. I'm really excited. But this reunion part 1, I was mad at it. I actually was thoroughly enjoying it throughout. Low-key, it felt like the reunion might be better than the season. It's given the difference between Salt Lake, where the reunion wasn't as good as the season. But y'all, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, wanted, securing the bag.
All right. So the girls come to New York. It's over here the day they're filming reunion, January 9th. So exciting. Karen's not there.
You notice I'm not there. I am going away to a treatment center to address taking antidepressants and drinking.
Karen is absent. I low-key want to talk about Karen's situation in another video, but I do want to tap dance a little bit on it. All the girls go to the stage. All the women look stunning. I think the white theme is so beautiful. I love Stacey's dress. The embroidered pieces where look all like individual flowers. Stunning. Wendy, Carrie, Giselle, who knew she could look good? Ashley, I like Ashley's dress. I do not like Ashley's hair, but that's just me. Kay, I think Kay looked like a little princess. Love it. And even Jazzy. I think Jazzy really sat well in her seat on this group. So Andy let the girls know, Karen's not gonna be showing up. She over here put herself into a rehab facility. Everybody's like, oh my God, that's so great. I think Wendy is the perfect person to talk about. We can show her grace, but we also need to hold her accountable.
I think it's interesting that she didn't thank Wendy. They're so close.
Is that why you,
Did you reach out? Oh, I think it would be selfish for me to frame it in that way.
So we see a video that Karen basically gives salutations and I guess take responsibility for what has happened. She thanks Giselle. She thanks Jazzy. She thanks Kay. She thanks Candace, our girl. But Wendy's just left on the cutting room floor. And if I was Wendy, I also would feel slighted. Wendy, you've defended Karen to low-key sometimes your detriment. You have championed for Karen. You have brought Karen to the White House, which is such a monumental, especially in the age that we're in right now. It's such a monumental moment for you in your career. Just for her to get with Stacey to say that, you're self-centered, she's not a girl's girl, she's not this and that. Just for her to, confirm everything that Giselle has said.
So I feel like having seen that coupled with this,
yes,
it all adds up.
Okay.
That's not my friend.
And don't get me wrong, Giselle is trifling as hell and has been trifling as hell. But Giselle was right, and Karen kind of proved her right. And now it makes you look, not now, but looking back, retrospectively, dumb as fuck. Because you champion for Karen while she's over here talking shit about you. So I think Wendy is valid when she says, I think right now it's very much, a perfect opportunity for her to go to rehab because her sentence isn't coming up. you want the sentencing to be light on you, and you feel like, they're not going to do too much because you want to go to rehab.
I don't care about me right now. I care about my children. I care about my family. They're so hurt.
And I don't want this to be like I have a lack of empathy, but at some point, it feels like we've been lied to this whole time. So frustrations are high. What she should have done was went to rehab before it happened. What she should have done was go to rehab when it happened, but she didn't do that. Now she want to, I'm going to rehab, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Karen. But at the end of the day, Karen has an issue. And in the first video, she's still saying, I'm not an alcoholic. She said that she mixed antidepressants with alcohol. But the problem is you got sloppy drunk and you got behind the wheel of a car, and accountability was not taken because you then went a whole year still saying, I would be vindicated. You didn't think the videos were gonna come out? Did your counsel, did your legal counsel say that, you know what, they're not gonna have the videos out, we're gonna be in the clear, girl, we're good, nobody's gonna see it but us? Well, I just think it's crazy at this point. So Wendy's basically telling all the girls, like, at the end of the day, she should be held accountable, At the end of the day, they're saying, oh, we need to show her some grace. That is not fair. That's not fair. That's what Stacey said. I'm like, Stacey, to be honest,
you can shut the fuck up.
Because, like I said before, Karen was not accountable throughout this whole time. She didn't want to talk about it. Smart, but so the conversation moves to, Wendy's 40. Wendy's 40th birthday. Wendy's 40th birthday. Cute. She talks about moving in her career, talk about going to the White House, doing all these big moments in her career, and seeing the friendship that she has with Giselle now forming, to something, I guess real and authentic. I feel like Giselle is much lighter this season. I feel they had a real good talk with my girl Giselle, because we're not going to act like Giselle hasn't been a terror this whole time going forward. And I think the pivotal part that I always look back on was season 3 when they brought on Kendall and she was over here with Sherman, and when they did that whole stunt with Kendall at her party, Giselle was sick as fuck. And I feel like from there on, Giselle said, let's play. And Giselle really was going over here tormenting every person, the ones that deserved it and the ones that did not deserve it. If you were so fucking mad with that situation, Giselle, you should have went at Monique head up. You should have went at Karen head up, which you did. But you should have went at Monique head up. But y'all, I feel like y'all got Candace, in the mix. And then the focal point became Candace and Monique, because Monique still want to be friends with y'all. But that's where I feel like all that came from. Jazzy comes out. Jazzy looks phenomenal.
Darius is the NFL player for the Dallas Cowboys.
So a little bit of turbulence with the group when the ladies started questioning the timeline of your relationship.
She looks great, and I'm happy that we go ahead and pop it off and say, okay, but
Aren't you the side chick?
She said, I'm not the side chick, I'm the main production, I'm the main course, I am that girl. That's all fine and dandy. But from your story has switched up 3 times, Jazzy. At first, you didn't know that he had a baby mama. At second, you didn't know that he was over here, had a baby on the way, but then he was over here, you're dating him for 3 months in, and there's a over here baby coming, then now you the girlfriend or, his child's mother did not know. It's too much going on. And like I said, like, it did seem like Jazzy, seemed like the side chick.
See, it appears to me that you were the side chick who made the dude leave his family. Mia, you were a side chick. What's your professional side chick take?
But girl, I mean, I don't like saying that it comes with the territory with the athlete, but it kind of does come with the territory with the athlete, girl. So more power to you. But Jazzy just basically explains herself, and Giselle has been throwing jabs at Stacey this whole time. Stacey's really sitting in her seat, They get on, you know, Happy Eddie. And
Business going with Happy Eddie.
Oh, it's booming.
Really?
Oh my God, the cannabis industry is like, he's doing so well.
all this is good, you know, it's prosperous, it's booming. And Giselle's like, oh, well, Stacey, you know, you try Happy Eddie, right? She said, yes, I love it. It's great. Oh my God. She said, okay, but aren't you trying to put out Stacey? Aren't you trying to do a Happy Eddie? She said, no, I'm not doing that. That's a lie. She said, no. But aren't you trying to do like, that's what you're trying to do, right? That's what you're trying to do. So she's saying it's not, and Wendy's saying like, I mean, I hope you will tell me first before you do something like that. To be honest, she really don't have to tell you shit.
Do I need to work with you? And you're like, because I'm a celebrity. Absolutely not. When she comes out with Happy Stacey next season, Stacey, don't be surprised.
I found it weird and funny that Stacey let Giselle play in her face twice, with the less educated comment and then with this comment with the Happy Eddie. Like, Giselle, you have no foot, no leg, no nothing to stand on. And I wish Stacey would just said, Giselle, on any given day, girl, I eat you up every time. Please, stop.
I mean, competition or not, I would love some, right? Like, it is kind of weird when you have a friend take a blueprint that you have, but I'm like, I mean, if it's profitable and if you partner with someone, I mean, girl, get your money too. Me, I'm the type of friend, like, I'm never gonna, you know, be jealous or envious or be mad over opportunity my friend get. That's my friend. So I'm like, girl, you know, have a good time. But I do see, you know, I mean, I can use the expertise, let me know. They bring up the whole 1 week with Karen and Wendy, all that. G&A gets brought up and they talk about, oh, well, you know, we're not doing athleisure wear, we're not doing none of that, we're going to, you know, community outreach. I mean, I don't think anybody was buying the products. I ain't gonna hold you, no shade. Community outreach would be great. Like, what does that mean? What does that entail? You know, because that's very broad. Like, are you going to be putting on events for community programs? Are you partnering with different companies to raise money? Like, we don't know, right? We get on Mia.
Can we talk about backstory? What happened with Mia's birthday in Miami? So we're gonna talk about Miami.
Let's talk about Miami.
Miss Mia. Miss Mia. I've been calling Mia a liar since last season. Last season I said Mia's stories don't make sense. When Mia hit Wendy with that purse, it don't make sense. Mia's messy. Mia is a liar. And that's just what it is, right? Right. This whole trip to Miami. Girl, we don't know shit about this shit. So they said, what's going on with Miami and your 40th birthday? So, Mia turned 40. And I guess Wendy was like, okay, you know, let's talk about it. When I said Wendy got the mess started, start to finish, she was like, okay, what about this? What about this? What about this? What about this?
Stacey said,
That's
come
what
on,
girlfriends
let's
do.
go to Miami. Stacey landed and didn't hear from Mia. And at the end of the day, we did not see Mia when we went to Miami.
What?
So Wendy over here got the mess started. She was just like, okay, so what happened at the birthday? So Jazzy's like, okay, you know, Mia invited us down to Miami. We RSVP, so we're gonna be there. We get to Miami, didn't see her at all. And they're like, what? Yes. So Stacey's just like, okay, so I went to Miami, supported my friend. My friend did not show up with me, and she's a bad friend. And Mia was like, well, I contacted them and let her know. She's like, Stacey's like, you did not contact me. You did not. You're a fucking liar. She didn't say fucking, but you know, Stacey, you're prim and proper. But you're a liar. You're like, she kept saying you're a liar. I'm just like, get her, Jade. So when they start going down the whole diatribe of what happened, Mia wants to start crying. I was so happy when Wendy was like, Mia, this is what you do. You want to be held accountable, and then when you're held accountable, then you want to bring up the tears.
I got point of contact. Girl, bye. Where's the text? Stop.
313.
Don't play with me.
And I told one of I was over here, one of the PAs that are under me, they're over here. Had them on a improvement plan, and it was a rough time. They were not performing, so I had them on an improvement plan. And like I told her, every time we talked about her performance, she wants to start crying. And like I said, I'm very empathetic, but when it comes to business, I really don't give a fuck. To be honest, when it comes to holding someone accountable for their tasks and what they do, I have to hold you accountable because I'm doing a disservice to you and the company and the customer. So them tears don't mean shit to me. Now I'm gonna be empathetic and, you know, make sure are you okay, blah, blah, blah. But the message is still going to come out, and the message is coming out how I send it. And at the end of it, you're going to get exactly what the fuck I said, period. So with Mia, you want to start crying? I don't give a fuck.
I learned that they were in town. I texted them.
Happy birthday, beautiful.
This is a text I did not go. No. I did not know she was in town.
I don't. Them tears don't mean shit. You cry all the time. What does that do? What does that mean? What is that? Nothing. Goodbye. So I'm happy that Stacey stood on her and actually laid it in on her because she needed it. But at the end of the episode, they all have a commercial break, and Mia tried to go to her dressing room like, girl, I apologize. I'm so sorry, girl. And they're like, no, it's a little too late. You're going to have to really prove yourself to us, girl.
You start crying to seek sympathy, and Mia, as your friend, I'm sorry, but that stops today. I can't hold back my tears.
But the next episode seemed like, oh, Happy Eddie's about to do his big one. TJ, I heard a rumor that Stacey put Kenya Moore, season 5, paying for Walter to be on the show. I think that's what it is. But y'all, let me know what you guys think. This was really good. But like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black View. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop